Hey folks, welcome back. We are live, I think. Um, YouTube's taking a sweet time to tell me if that's the case or not. But we've returned. And wait, are we back? Are we there? Honestly, can't tell. Alright, I'm going to pretend we're live. Okay. So we're here, we're good to go. You might wonder, Darian, why are you always wearing red shirts for these? The answer is I actually only wear red shirts. So I apologize if you expect to see me in something else. So today we are going back. We're going to fix up our graph so that it actually shows data. It shows it. So if you remember the last one, we got it so it would show data just fine. And then at some point, our time values got too high, past the bounds that were allowed in this TUI-RS library for a lowest and highest value. So you'll see if I do... Oh, you might also notice that I've switched to a dark theme. Very regretfully, I was told that solarized light is painful to look at on a screen. And while I might say people are uncultured, I don't want to, I don't want to make it too difficult to watch. So you see it crashes. It doesn't show a backtrace because TUI-RS clears the screen, but if you look into it, you see we get an out-of-bounds sort of, that's a Java terminology, but you get an sort of out-of-bounds access. So we don't want that to happen. So what we're going to end up doing is making it so that instead of setting these lowest and highest values, we can show, this is true by the way, by doing 0 and 10. Nothing will show up because nothing is in those bounds, but it would be nice if I set these as floats. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I kind of like the dark theme. I don't know. But I guess people don't like it or something. They're outrageous. Oh, so I don't like the light theme. They're kind of outrageous. I don't know what to tell you. But we live in a dark theme world. So you can see the graph. These numbers are all lies. This is 0 to 10 is the scale. It's just showing those numbers. But nothing's going to show up because, well, nothing is in the range of 0 to 10. They're like 1.5 million, or however big that is. So let's make it so that instead of showing up in a range like that, we're going to map it to another value. We're going to map it to the number of days back, and we're going to make it show up so that it says, the farthest right value is the day to day, and the farthest left value is X days back, and the middle value is somewhere in the middle. So let's do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to reopen this, and we're going to want to make another struct. So this is going to be graphs.db. The first thing we need to do is make it so that, well, hold on, where's our struct? Our struct is right here. So user results is going to be like a raw version of user results. These are not the user results we want to work with. We want to get our user results. This is what the database is going to give us. And once the database returns this, what we're going to do is map it to a version of user results that no longer looks like this. So with the lowest value being a negative value, the highest negative value, and the value all the way on the right being 0. And those are the number of days back. So to do this, we're going to actually, let me think. How do we want this organized? We're going to make this raw user results, and we're going to do pub struct user results, which is really just going to be the same as this. But this is going to be days back played. And then, now that we have this, we should probably derive clone too. Now that we have this, we want to make something that can actually map from one type of value to the other. So we'll make a new module for this. We'll do result mapper. User result mapper. And we'll make a new module. source graph. Did I not make it? Oh, I made it in the wrong place. Source graph. Oh, let's just move the one we have. User result mapper, source graphs, user result mapper. Okay. Source graphs, user result mapper, mod.rs. Oh, we're gonna open that in a split. Okay, and what this is gonna do is map our list of user results. So we'll do to our list of raw user results to our list of user results. So this is going to be the entry point, what anyone's going to take. And so let's call it as user results. Sure. And this is going to return back user results. I gotta say, you know, the theme, while I wasn't initially a fan, I think I'm starting to like it. I actually named it wrong. Let's just go in here real quick. User result mapper. And let's also just clean this up a little bit. While we're here, this way they're all in their respective folders. You know what? Leave me alone. I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll actually hate it. I don't know. Right now it's not too bad though. Okay, good. And I think we'll just stick in this directory because we're not gonna go anywhere. And then we're gonna use a result. And this is going to take. We need to actually use user result. Actually, I think can I just access them? I think I can just access them automatically for free because this is a parent. I forget. No, can't find it. Use graphs, user results, and user results. Okay, and this is going to take a slice. I can never remember what the ampersand is. It's somewhere around here. And raw user results. Okay. Why don't you like this S? Yeah, it's just taking its sweet time again. Use create. Cool. Alright, now it's mad. I'm not returning anything. So let's do what we gotta do first. We want to first find out, actually let's make this ordered user results, just so we know we don't have to do any sorting. Let's also make a doc for it. Takes orders list of raw user results and maps to a list of user results ready for consumption by the graph rendering method. By graph rendering. By the graph renderer. There we go. Okay. So now we gotta do a few things here. It's not as easy as just whipping up a map and calling it a day, because what is going on? Oh, this is just one line. It's pretending like it's not. So we have, what we need to do first is get the lowest and the highest value, and then we subtract, and then that's the total number of days. Let me think. So let's calculate the days difference. So, this is the days difference between the latest day and the earliest day. This is going to be an I-32. It doesn't need to be big. Well, I might change it to like I-64 if converting is a pain. User results. And I'm going to want to interpret the numbering as a float so we can get percentages of days. We don't want just like, you know, raw numbers. Otherwise, everything's going to show up in like the middle. I mean, and you know, over time, it's not going to happen where everything might show up on one day. But in the beginning, we also want a good user experience too. So raw user results. And then this is going to take, actually, this is going to take in here. And what we're going to do is get the first and the last. So let first day equals order user results 0. Last day equals. Actually, I think there's a first method I can use. I don't know if that's just for vex first. That works. Dot match and sum s. I'll call it v for value, I guess. And v none. I don't know. I feel like this could be automated, like a optional or else or something. Hold on, let's just find graphs raw user results. Oh yeah. When played sets. That's right. That's right. First day. Hold on. I just want to see if there's a better method for this. First, we have an optional. Let's just optional Rust. I was like, or else in Java. Yeah, so they use this this mash, which is what I'm doing now. Oh, unwrap or. That's a lot better. Oh, but no, but I also wanna transform it. Yeah, a mash makes more sense. If I were just taking the raw value out, we just use that. Okay, match first, and same thing. Okay. And then what we're going to do here, get the total number of days. This is the baseline. This is where we start at. So this is, oh, we want last. We actually, so I'm not making the same mistake again I did last time. So return. Do I want? No, it's okay. We can subtract first. Last day minus first day. Divided by 86400. That's dot 0. That's because we're going to use an F64, by the way, because we want percentages of days. Oh, I need to convert these to floats, don't I? Into? Can I do that? Dot into F64. I think that's a clean conversion. I think we can do that. No. As F64. Is there a better way? I feel like there's got to be. Let's see. So convert I64 to F64 Rust. I feel like there's got to be a better way. Primitive I64, F64, float. This is going to be the same. Conv prelude. That's the opposite. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it with our as. So this is the total number of days the user's played. So the first value is going to be 0, and the last value is going to be 0, and the first value is going to be the negative version of this, and everything inside of that is going to be a percentage. No, we're not doing any manipulation with float, so no Mantissa slamming. So what we need to do after this, let me think. So everything inside, everything from the first value to the last value is a percentage. So what we really want is the number of values in between first and last, and then everything gets a percentage of that based on the number from 0 to the highest number that you just calculated. So let's do. So we're gonna make get. This is gonna be. Actually, no. It's because it's not everything evenly spaced apart. This is going to be. So what it actually is we have the lowest value and the highest value, and we're going to end up subtracting the last value. Sorry, we're going to end up subtracting the day's difference from. No, hold on. Each day is a percentage of. Hold on. You know what? I got a whiteboard for this. Oh. Let's see. Oh. So what I want, if I have, let's work with smaller numbers. If the last day is 20 and the first day is 6. So these are the raw values in the list. Then what we're going to want to do after this, if there are 3 values in here, and there is a 9, a 9. This is when played seconds, by the way, and a 15. What we're going to end up doing first is our days difference. So our days difference is going to return 14. Actually, this is a little. A little better. So this is our days difference that we just got. So what we're going to end up doing is that the first and last values are going to be mapped to 0, and this is at most 14 days back. And what we want to do is find out what is in between these two. So the easiest way to do this would be, so we have 14 total days, 15, so if we were to do 15, between these two is 5 back from 6. 5 back. Hold on. Watch as Darian struggles with math. Let's pick a nice value in between the two that we know is going to be half. So 13. 13 is a half value. We know that is going to be exactly 7 days back, and we'll have 2 of those just so they both end the same day. 4 values. So 13 is going to map to like 7-ish, give or take. It's halfway between the two. So what we want to do, oh, I see. Add the first and last values, and then whatever percentage of it, these are, we can't do that, because the bigger values are going to get bigger, and the smaller values are going to get smaller. Because this is going to be 7, but ideally this is bigger, and this is smaller. This side is smaller, and this side is bigger. God, this is impossible to see. This is what I get for doing math on a whiteboard. Hold on, let me close this. Alright. Back. Want to go more this way. A little better. So, what we want to do is we have 6 is the first, 20 is the last. If I had a better marker, I'd use that. Maybe blue. 6 is the first, 20 is the last. 13 is smack dab in the middle. So we know 13 is going to map to 7. And what we want to do is calculate the number of days back each one of these are. So what's going to happen here, so as sort of like a naive implementation, to get 13, you add up these, you do 13 over the combo. So 13 over 26. So if we were to do this, what we want to end up doing is make the large numbers small and the small numbers big. So if we do, say we want the inverse of 15, I suppose. What if we ended up doing, let me think. If we do this calculation as 26 minus over 26. For 13, that's the same. For smaller numbers, that makes them larger. For large numbers, that makes them smaller. So we end up doing max minus the equation max minus, and this is when played over max, and that equals the percentage of days diff. So if we do 26 minus 13 over 26, we get 13, which is halfway through. For 15, what we end up getting is we get, we get 26 minus 15 over 26, which is 11 over 26, and 9, if we did that instead, we would get 26 minus 9 over 26, which is, if I can do math, 17 over 26, which is sort of like an inverse percentage. And then if we were to give these actual day representations, gotta get a calculator for this one. Just use my phone one since it's closer. We get 11 over 26 times, in this case, 14. So 11 over 26 would be 5, and it says 12 over 13 because Google calculators decide to give fractions. And 9, so 17 over 26 times 14, that's 9.1. Ironically, it's like 9 and 9 are like almost the same. That wasn't intentional. But I think this is going to give us a pretty decent percentage of the days. I think this is good. So let's turn this into some real code. And they're going to make me small again. Is that the right size? Too big. Where the hell am I? Yeah, that's better. Alright. Small. And I'm just going to reopen the window because I can and get my water. Alright, so let's do what we just did. I'm just going to write this out in a comment here. And down here, just so everyone else can see it, but also so I can see it. It is max. So this is latest play time minus when played over, this is latest play time, and equals percentage days back played, and then days back played, and doing this in the wrong order. This is going to be max days back played times this. Okay. And then we just need to do that for every value inside the raw user results vector, and we'll have a nice semblance of results. And I think that'll put us in a pretty good place. No need to slam the event test at any point either. So do we have, let's see what we do and don't have so far. We have days difference. Let's just make it days back played. And I'll make a function percentage back played F64, and then we want to get latest playtime. I don't know if this look, we still need latest playtime, and we also need I'll just get latest again. Latest play time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to get this in my head. So we don't calculate. So after, once we wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. Do at any point we divide by 86,400 to get the number of days, because we're gonna do latest playtime minus 1 played. So this is gonna be like 5 billion minus like 4.5 billion over 5 billion. That's the percentage. So we keep that. That's going to be like 95%. Max days back played times. Yeah, we don't divide by 86,400 at any point. So we're going to do percentage bit played back played back. Percentage back played. God, I can't talk. This is going to be, we want the last day, our latest play time. That's F64. Let me just use whatever types are handy, actually. I think that's just an I64. Latest play time. And we also want when played, and that's in another I64. And then finally, we're going to just do this part. So that's pseudocode. We can't use it, but we can do latest playtime minus when played over latest playtime, and we're gonna want these all to be F64. Painful, because we don't want at any point this to do with like an integer sort of conversion. Okay. Someone yell at me if that's not the right way to do type conversions for I and F64. As far as I know, the Rust cast is safe. Like it doesn't let me do C things, where I could just like convert to, I don't know, could I convert to like a char? Would it get mad? Oh, maybe it does let me do that. That'd be pretty bad. Wait, what happens if I did this? Let num u128 equals, let's just do a huge number. Okay. Let small, and that's I8 equals num as I8. Well, let me do that? I feel like that should be illegal. I guess it will. Okay. We're going to pretend it's safe, though. As is a trait you implement for the type. Okay. So it's legal. It's legal. It might still throw an exception, but there is a valid conversion. That makes me feel a little better. And then we're going to want days. So days back played. So we're going to do max days back. You can pick how it converts. Yeah, cool. I like it. I'm not doing anything illegal here. I mean, it might be illegal. It might be bad practice, just not illegal. I'm not going to jail for it. Maybe. 64. So max days back played. That's an F64. It's already built in. Percentage days back played. Days back played. F64. And this is just going to multiply the two. Okay. It is a function for one value, but I think it helps clarity a little bit. Just because, like, we don't want to do like sorts of, a bunch of magic math all throughout. Days back played. Oh, I must have called. We're gonna call this something else. This is gonna be total days played. Days played played 4. Okay. Days played 4, percentage back played, and then days back played. Kind of a pain in terms of names, but working with what we can. And we're going to make a new vec. Let user results. And this is going to be, I don't think we can do this as like a super functional way. No, we can do it as a super functional way. Let user results equals, and this is going to be, let's see if we get this right on the first try. I think we can. Ordered user results, need to get the real version, dot map, that's going to be dot collect, and I don't think, actually I'll see if it just figures it out on its own. Maybe it will. Let's do user raw user results, and then we're going to do user results, and so let me just make sure I want to get the fields for this again. WPM stays as WPM. I'll just fill in that afterwards. Accuracy stays as accuracy. Oh no, it's not going to be a clean one, so we'll just do this. Highest combo stays as highest combo. Do I still have it? I still have it. Nice. And then days back played. This is where we start doing our mathy stuff. So this is going to be, let's get our days played for. So FN, we want days played for, and we're gonna need, so this is gonna be borrowed a bunch, so we're gonna need the address of days played for, and ordered user results. Okay, and now let's get a little mathy. So we do percentage back played, and this takes latest playtime, so latest playtime, and it also takes percentage days back, when played, so this is raw user results dot when played sex, and then we multiply that by our last function, once we get rid of that, times days back played, and that takes max days back, which is our days played for, and And sorry, wait. What is max? What is max? I'm mixing up my variables here. We get the percentage. Percentage days played. Max played back is the latest play time. No. That is the total days played back. Days played for. Total days played for. So this is days played for and percent. Yeah. Wait. Yes. Days played back, max days back. Actually, we'll keep this the same, I guess, because that's, you know, we want to stay consistent. Max days played back. And this takes days played back times percentage of days played. So max is... Hold on, I'm losing my train of thought here. That's not good. It doesn't bode well for when I run it for the first time. Max days back is days played for. Days played for. And percentage days back is... Oh, this is we pass it in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, no wonder I was like, why do we need to multiply this by anything? We do the multiplying in that function. Functional. Okay. Format. What doesn't it like now? What did I do wrong? Let's figure out how all these maps map to. We need another one here. Good? Oh, and none of that. And does it just know? Does it know what to collect to? Is that too easy? Expected type, I64 found F64. Yeah, let's change that. Days played back are RF. Okay, be happy. And then finally, expected found dereference. Can I do that? Am I gonna get a borrow checker error? And this map, no method for map. I think I need to dot iter. Good. Good. That's gonna work perfectly, right? No errors, no bugs. Get rid of this. Oof. And get rid of this. And we're done, right? All set? I don't know, let's find out. So let us go into, let's do the graphs. So we're gonna go into mod RS, back to our main, and we're going to call our method that we just made and see if it works. I really should probably be writing tests for it, but that's no fun. We'll get to that later. And use, this is going to be graphs render as user result. Oh no, I just got to call it. Graphs render, sorry. User results mapper as user results. Good? Oh, and I think I need to reference. And then I think it's angry because it expects, because I'm returning just user results, but we want this to be raw user results. Yeah, test-driven development, absolutely. We only do the right development here on this channel. Yeah, it has no idea what these are anymore because I'm using the wrong struct. Yes, this is what I do basically everywhere. You know, it's the right way to do it. You write some tests just like this. The test is the main program. You run the main program. If it works, then the test passes. And life's good, right? So we do GraphsDB, and you're gonna do raw, and I think it just works because this was the old type, and then I think this just works. Okay, now the final part is to fix the graph render method, which has absolutely no idea what's going on. Actually, it might still kind of work. It might still kind of work. No, wait. This should be throwing errors. When played sex does not exist. This is now this has become days back played. Let's just close it all out. Are you sure? Yeah, I thought so. Days back played. Days back played. Days back played. Did I type it wrong? No, it's good. And then we're already working with floats, so we don't need to do any more conversions here. But this actually isn't what we want anymore. We now have 0 as the last value and the highest value as the first one. We're gonna need a few more conversions here, just for like making it all pretty and stuff. We'll do that right after. But now we only want. Let's crank the jams. So no, we still want highest value. Wait, let me think. Yes. Highest value is the first. Do days played 4. And then the increment. So we're still going to have 4 increments across. So we have 0 as the start and 14 as the middle. Actually, let's do 16 because it's a lot easier. Is it easier? I don't know. We're going to want basically just this days played 4 divided by 4. And what this ends up doing is we'll do 0, then divide by 4, so 4, then 8, then 12, then 16 as the increment. So we have some pretty labels in the graph. All right, what is this? Okay, filtered results. This is the next one. So this is no longer mapped to when played sex. This is. We also don't need to convert to F64 here anymore. Days back played. And we want to do a negative version of that. Can I just do this? Is there a unary minus? That'd be cool. Nice. I don't know if it's going to handle -0. I feel like it's going to be fine. And then finally, lowest value no longer exists. And we need to invert it. So days played 4. days. So we're just going to keep it ugly for now. It's going to show these negative values, but that's okay. And we're also going to have to flip how these work. So 3, 2, and then this is... actually, yes. And we don't even need the days played for anymore. We can just use the increment. So this is increment. So hold on, let me think. If we were working with 16 as the lowest value, we're going to get the increment of 4 times 3 is 12, 8, 4. Good. Negative. I appreciate this minus thing exists. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of gross, but like, you know what? We'll roll with it. And now we run it and see that it works perfectly, and I can call it a day, right? I think that's how it works. Flawless. I would never mess up. Rust doesn't crash. What? Hold on. Is that right? Hold up. Yeah, that's totally right. I guess since I haven't played very much, it might have some weird numbers. Let's just play a game real quick. Investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. That's right. My knowledge is don't write tests. Okay, and let's do this. And the numbers have changed a little bit, but there's still no data. Actually, that's a bit of a lie. There is one data right here. So we played once, somewhere around here. So you can clearly tell this library was made to have 0 as the first value, not the last, because it really pushes this guy out if it's not 0 as the first value. But I'm okay with it. It also clearly wasn't made for these crazy, wacky floats. But while we have these numbers here, what we're going to do is print out to see what the percentages are that we get for each of the mappings here. The real question is, what's wrong? Or is it the percentages? Is it the calculation? I guess we're going to find out. So let's do this real ghetto. And we're going to go to our user results mapper. Actually, we'll just print it out. Better. This one. And we're going to do DBG. Love DBG. What's mad? Debug. Derive, clone, debug. One of those things that you think would be automatic. I just don't want code bloat, I guess. I might need to get rid of alternate screen again, but we'll see. All right, that is useless. Running this in an alternate screen really does make it a pain. Maybe I should just write tests. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of boring, though. Tests kind of suck, right? Let's just see if we can cheese it real quick. So let's do. Where's our alternate screen enabled? Oh, that's all the way in game. If this doesn't look nicer, then we know we're probably going to need to write tests. I get it. It's the right way to do it. The thing is, like, I don't know 100% what I'm looking for right now. Okay. No, it still looks gross. So let me just math it out real quick. Let's see what should it really be? I would think that I would think like there's been at least one day since I played. Because some of these results are definitely older than others. Because if I do... Getting kind of gross here. Star from passage stats. And stamper. And let's just grab a couple of these. Like this one. That's May 1st, today's the 2nd. And if we grab this one, wait, are these all? Order by when played sex. Disk. Okay. May 2nd. Yeah, so there is at least one day. It's 24 hours? It's at least 24 hours in the past. So we should have at least one. We should have at least one as the first day. So it means that our calculations are probably wrong somewhere. That doesn't sound like something I do, but I guess it happens to even the best of us. So my first inclination of place to check is first inclination for a place to check is... Wait, hold on. Hold on just a second. Let's not blame the result mapper just yet. So data increment equals days played for divided by 4, but in reality, that's not... Is that... Yeah, the first value should be like 14 or whatever. The first value should be 1, and the last value should be 0. So if we're getting this wild value as the first one, then we know that the first value is wrong. This should be like at least 1. The fact that it's way under 0 shows that something's wrong. So we can blame the results mapper for now. So let's look at the results mapper. So days played 4. So let's throw a debug around this. What do we get? Oh, gee. It's painful. Equals 1.6. This should be at least 1.6. The fact that it's not shows that we're doing something wrong. So days played 4. Oh yeah, this shouldn't be run on the first and the last values. So we can't do this perfectly functional. We gotta be a little iterative. We gotta, because we're gonna replace the last value with a percentage. Like if the first value is 6 and the last value, so in the array, let's say the first value is 6 and the last value is 15, right? Oh, sorry, last value is 20. You know, we want to calculate percentages for everything in the middle, but the first and the last numbers are outliers. The last number is 0, and the first number is going to be whatever this days played for calculation is. And the fact that we're not getting that shows that we actually have to set it. So let mapped results equals, let's do mostly. And then we need to be mutt. Mostly momtly wrapped results 0 equals and days played for equals mostly mapped results. Man, clearly this language was not made for changing certain values in structs in certain parts of a vector. So let first result equals mostly mapped results 0, or we'll do first. First match. Oh, we can do it all at once here. All right, fine. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it was made for this. Some value. So if we get it, let's just change the first result to what we want it to be here. So we're gonna do. Oh, there's like a continue struct syntax. What is it? What is it called? Continue struct syntax Rust. Yeah. Let's just look here. And next. There's like some syntax. It's like the spread syntax is how it's defined in JavaScript. Or I can just be like, yeah, this is the one field I want to change and fill out the rest. Spread syntax Rust struct. This is the struct update syntax. It is needed only to have a succinct way of moving copying all members of struct new and potentially with small modifications. Similar to JavaScript resting on its ownership, so it's not as widely used. For example, you can't use this to go into different value types. That's okay. The long way of this would be, yeah, okay, cool. This is perfect. So days, this is days back played. We're going to do user results. Days back played is 0, ... v. Can I do that? Can I? That'd be so cool. Can I? I can do it. Oh my god, that's so cool. If it's none, we're just going to make our own, I guess. I don't know. We want something. User results. Is there a default? I'm just going to make it default. Do I put it here? We're going to do this twice. So it's kind of something we want to. Hold on. Perhaps I need to implement. Plus returns. Oh yeah, we'll need to just do mostly. refresh. Mostly mapped results, results. G. Is there a default I can make? Default struct Rust. Idiomatic way. Yeah, std default. Implementing the default struct is the default trade's best way to do generically, blah blah. New method is probably a human. However, false dichotomy can do both, and I encourage you to do so. Okay. Can I just throw derived default? That'd be cool. Default. Can I do this now? Yeah! Oh my god. Man, I'm having a good time with this. And then finally, we can actually just do... Oh, I can't... The thing is, I can't place it back the same way. Hold on. So let's do turbofish, spec, user, results. Now you know what it is. Hey. Oh. Nice. Okay. So the thing is, I have to put these back in, and I have to do it in a way that we need to make it so there are at least two. So we're gonna check to see there are at least two. So let's do let last result equals, and this is gonna be, actually let's just copy and paste. It's gonna be basically the same, except sorry, this should not be 0. This should be days played for. This should be 0. Last result. Last. F64 found. Yeah. Dereference. Good. Good. Finally. I feel like we might want to put this in a method. It's getting a little long. How long is this method? 85 to... Wait, that's not 85. Where's our line numbers? Oh, 5 to 41 is 31 lines. That's fine. It's trying to go past 60. If... So if mapped results dot, is there a count? Is there a len? Less than 2, else, and then mapped results. So if it's less than 2, we're going to do mapped results dot push. Is there like a push all? Fact rust. Push all. Push. Does push take varargs? Disappointing. I want to push a bunch of stuff. Okay. That's fine. I guess I can type one extra line. I guess I'll survive. First result. Last result. Otherwise, mapped results 0. Last. Returns. Is there a way to just get the last index number? Or do I just gotta do like size and stuff? Returns Index the first, index the last. Index. Split at mut, binary search by key, partition at. Yeah, okay. Equals mapped first result and mapped results dot len -1 last result. Okay. This is gonna work, right? I think it's gonna work perfectly. As cannot borrow as immutable. This RO, what? Are you kidding? I can't call .len on it? What? I mean, I guess you're right. Last IDX IDC, yeah, IDC about this one equals map results dot len -1 last IDX. Yeah, because we're doing a mutable and an immutable reference at the same time. It's illegal, but like that one's just a little silly. But I suppose we are mutating it and trying to get a value that's never supposed to change at the same time. I get it, just a little annoyed. Okay, now that our first and last values should be correct, right? Should be correct. I think it'll show up on our graph nicely. Yeah, there we go. All right. There's only one problem now. There's only one problem. And our problem is that the values inside are not negative. They should be negative, but they aren't. I don't know what this guy's doing here. He's just chilling, but like the values in here aren't negative, but we assume they are. We're also going to want to truncate how these look, but we'll deal with that in just a hot minute or two. That'll be in like the beautifying part of this. So let us make it so that when we're writing these out, they are negative, and then let's also make it so that actually that shouldn't be here. That should be in the render. Graphs render mod rs out with you. Map. Oh, we do make it negative. Oh no, that doesn't make me feel good. They should show up then, right? Oh, this is 0 and 10. Maybe that's why. That's okay. So by this point, we already know that the first and last values of this vector are going to exist. It's guaranteed. I ensured it in that results mapper. So we can check 0 and 1, that there's going to be at least 2 values in this data set. So let's do datasets 0 dot data dot first. Datasets. Oh, it's like this wrapped thing. Oh, I'm exhausted. Datasets 0 dot data dot, was it? What are the 2 members? It's a data type. Reference to the actual data. Yeah, thanks. That's helpful. And then 0 right? Ah, first. Oh my god, I am exhausted. No field first on F64, F64. Oh, do I need to do this? Please tell me I don't. This looks so bad. That's the Python. Okay. It's not that much better. That's like the Python syntax. I hate it so much. Oh. That's just... So there's a missing cargo doc. I'm kind of missing how to get this data out. It's a private access, but there is a method. Data sets. This is the actual data set. Pub fun data. What if I want to get? Is there really no get? Clone debug. None of these return. Oh, they are. These return data set. This returns data set too. Can I look at it? Can I look at it? This just indexes in, right? Oh no, this sets the data and then returns it. It's like a builder. Oh no, I don't like that. What if I want to get the data inside? Like, I already mapped this. You know, this should be like free. Okay. I'll stop being angry. For now. So this is just going to be get the first value and get the last value of our mapped results, whatever the hell they're called again. Ordered user results. Ordered user results dot first dot unwrap, because we know they exist. Dot days blade back, and then let's do it again. Okay, good. Oh, and it's taking an array. Why is it taking an array? That should just take two F64. Like, do they ever assume no field days played back, days back played? Man, whoever named these is just like an idiot. Days back. It was me, I named them. All right. No. What? I thought I changed that. Did I not save? I didn't save. I would do that. Here we go. Where's my data? Oh, I didn't multiply it by -1. That's cool. Bounds first negative. Yeah? Last is 0, doesn't matter. Alright. Give me my data. Let's do it. Hey! That looks pretty good. Something looks a little off though. But we got a lot of data. We got data showing up. It's not non-existent anymore. Oh, I'm so happy. Why the hell is it all right here though? We're like so close. I can taste it. It's delicious. All right, I'm gonna pause from smacking my head against a wall and looking at this data, and make this bottom part all pretty. I'm probably still gonna want to smack my head against a wall, but that's a different story. But at least it's a break from wanting to smack my head against a wall in one way, you know? So let's, this is going to be inside graphs render? Yeah, this is part of the rendering. mkdir graphs render day prettifier. Graphs render day prettifier mod.rs, split it. That's cool. I forgot how to vim VSD. Mod day prettifier fun prettify num today takes day num f64 returns string. You see me do this this a lot. That's how it is in Kotlin, which I used to do a lot of. I kind of like that syntax a little better. I get this is like more greppable, but like the colon syntax is more consistent for returns. Let's check again, make sure. Yeah, still looking good. Okay. So let's prettify this day to a num. So the goal of prettifying a day is that we only keep no more than 2 decimal places, and we have this like days back. So let's do format, and this is going to be days back. All right, format Rust. I want to format my float so it only has so many decimal places. Format float decimal places Rust. I guess round. I want it printed a certain way. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good shit. Nice. To 2 decimal places. And this is going to be day num positive. Is that really it? Maybe I should... Does that need a module? Yeah, what the hell, why not? We're going to get -0. Which technically exists. I don't know if it exists in Rust though. Day prettifier. Day prettifier. Oh, then we don't need this negative anymore. Ah, good. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea putting this in a module. Okay. Good? Day prettifier and num today. today. Oh, pub. Man, that's good. It's too fast. I'm gonna have to go back to the other stuff. I'm gonna have to go back to the other stuff if I finish this one too fast. Oh, yeah? That was way too easy. Actually, oh, that shouldn't be negative. Yeah, I don't need negative on it anymore. I don't need negative. And let's also do... Oh, wait, hold on. We're also playing with the assumption here that the first is 0. No, oh, yeah. Last time... No, that's okay. That's okay. We're working on a relative basis. Why does it... I don't get why... What was this? Train? Yeah, train. I don't get why YouTube holds those for review. The trains are harmless. If day num equals... see if float is 0 rust. I could just do equals 0, 0. I just want to make sure. If no, because we actually pass it 0, 0. We're just gonna do it. Equals 0.0. Else. This is gonna be last played. Last played, sure. Last play. Dot to owned. Man, what would be cool if this had like hot reload, like I just hit save and it would just be there. I know TypeScript does that. JavaScript. Maybe I don't want... Maybe I don't want to say days. Let's replace that x-axis with days in the past. Okay. And somewhere I have x, yeah. Days, graph since, days since last play. Something like that, I don't know. How does it look? Give it to me. Days since last play. It's last play 1.62. That's a lot clearer, I think. Okay. Okay. I guess we got to go back to this part now. I feel like we should have a lot more values here, you know? Not all the values here. This could just be the distribution of the data, though. Because like this could be a reasonable distribution for all I know. Maybe this is actually how it looks. Wait, no, that's not how it looks. Why would they all be in the last day? Or maybe I just played so fast right now. Let's just do a playthrough. Let's do this one slow. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say that. Okay. Shifts downward. It shifts down. I mean, that's the right answer. How many values are here? SQLite select star from pass select star, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 values. How many does it show here? Are there 12 dots? I'm gonna scream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually don't know if there are 12. I don't know if that works like that. Going next. Does it work like that? I don't think so. Hmm. All right, let's pause here and print out. Let's when we're gonna show the screen, we're gonna print out everything here, and we're gonna freak out, I think. Let's just change that days since last play to progress since last play or something like that. I don't know. Progress since. I'm gonna see it. Get my last burst of dopamine before it comes crashing down when I can't figure out why it's not working. Progress since last play. Huh. Okay. So what is wrong with this? Hold on. You know what? No. I'm just gonna pause for one more second, fix one more bug that I saw. That we're storing user input. This should not be stored. So we're just gonna make sure we ignore that real quick, because I think that's what I can fix real fast. User input. Game. Huh. Oh, it's because it's passage path. That should be passage. Wait. No, that should be passage path. Cargo run dash RT. Passage path, user input. Oh, that needs to be and. Can't be either. Yeah, if it's not user input and it's not fallback path. Okay. Cool. So that's another bug down. I'm just gonna save my progress. Oh, that's cool. NeoVim just threw out a core dump. Nice. I don't know, report. Hopefully this does a little more than the Windows reporting tool. display in graph is pretty. But something still feels wrong. Okay. Last thing we gotta do. Why are some values still showing up strange? Because this just isn't right. That's just not right. Why are they all right there? Huh. Well, all right. Let's get to printing out our values, I guess. Like maybe I'm doing something wrong here. With, I swear to God, graphs. Okay. User, I think it's going to be in the user result mapper. I think that's where our problem is. Man, it's taking a sweet time. Okay. This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. This looks latest playtime. When played over latest playtime. Max days back times percentage days played. I just want to print this out. So I think if I throw a panic here, I don't think it's going to I don't think it's going to show up. I want to quit early and print my stuff. And I don't want anything else to get in the way. Gotta give it an offer it can't refuse. DBG. Panic. Panic. Oh yeah, that's okay, fine. Oof. Isn't panic a macro? Is it not? Oh, that's why. I just want to see. Ugh. Yeah, let's turn off the alternate screen. Game render, mod RS. Let's actually, can we just not render at all? I think that would be the most conducive. It's just there's a lot of crap here. It's not easy to make it just decide to not render. Maybe I should do that next. Let it run in headless mode. Alternate screen, away, SD out, away, cargo build first, so we can clear the screen and then do a cargo run. All right. These are the days back played. So let's. This one's 1.6. This is starting from lowest to highest. 1.6. The next one is 0.000148. Then yeah, there's something wrong with this math. 0.147, 0.1467, 0.1465, 1465. Yeah. There's something fishy with my math here. That's just making it so it doesn't show up properly. Or rather, calculating this number wrong. Because like the next value should be, like these should actually mostly be closer to over the left side. They shouldn't all be on the right side. Most of these were played yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever I last did this. So let's go back. Let's go back real quick. And let's just, I think it's going to be in the result mapper. Oh, let's just turn it back. We have the information we need. But my harebrained math equation is not working on the first try. Surprise, surprise. Okay. User result mapper. So let's make it so it does work right on the first try. Wouldn't that be nice? So let's just get some test values and see how it would look. Oh, what is this? Let's get some test values and see how they would look with our math. Passage stats. It's not there really. Select star from passage stats order by when played sex. Okay. So let's just do a little bit of math. How would this look if we were doing it out? So we get the latest playtime, this last. So it's going to be this value. Calculator. I swear there used to be like an always on. Oh, you have to right click here? Whoa. Oh, okay. It's just decided to work. Always on top. All right. Let's do some math here. So first things first, latest playtime. Actually, I think a Python terminal might be the easiest for this. Honestly, like Python is probably the best calculator. You can quote me on that. What software do you use? The one of the typing of the key typing capture? I use a software called ScreenKey. It's on GitLab now. It's kind of a pain to set up unless you get a pre-built one, because it still targets Python 2 mostly. So on Fedora, I used a repo for that. It's like ScreenKey, Fedora. Yeah, I used this extra packages RPM sphere to have it bundled up, and then I just installed from there. But if you need to, you can install it from here, and it supports pip and their installation instructions. I couldn't get it to work without the package though. I just use the default settings, and then I have it go right over here in the top right. Yeah, it's pretty nice though. I like it. I just wish it was a little easier to get running at first. Anyway, back to where I was. So always on top. So latest play time equals this. Okay. Days played 4. Yeah, glad I could help. Days played 4. Let's go to this function. So we get the first day. Oh. Wait, is that wrong? No, this is the no, sorry, this is the diff. So days played for, this is going to be the first minus the last. So days played for equals the first, the last minus the first divided by 86400. Okay. I think I can just print it out by doing that. Yeah, 1.6. Negative 1.6. Is that right? I don't think this is supposed to be negative. Oh, this is because oh my god. I did order by ascending by default. Yeah, it's going to be just 1.6 normally. We do order by descending in the code though. Equals. Okay. 1.6. That's what it's doing. Next on the list, what we want to do, so we have the days played for. Then we do this whole percentage back played thing. So days played back and days played for. So let's percentage played back. We do last played time. When played for over latest play time. Let's not do that. Where'd it go? That's not a real error. Okay, let's calculate this percentage played back, and we'll do it for the second result because we overwrite the first one. So what's number 2? This is number 2 right here. This is the real second result. And it was done very shortly afterwards, so it should be very close to 0. So latest playtime and when the user played in seconds. So we have latest playtime, that's right here, and when the user played in seconds is this right here. So percentage back played equals latest playtime right here. Man, you could just like bundle a Python interpreter in a calculator program. It would probably be amazing. I'd use it. And when the user played this one. And then divide by latest playtime. We respect order of operations here. Okay, that should be pretty close to 0. What? So this is, hold on. What? Why is that negative 1.69? Oh, did I copy the wrong one again? Latest playtime should be this one right here. I'm so used to doing order by DESC that I'm just copying wrong. Okay. What? Oh, yes. It's an extremely small number. That's times... Oh, no, it was small both times. Hold on. Something seems real fishy here. So latest playtime, this guy, minus this guy, over this guy, latest playtime, This should be like an incredibly small number. It is an incredibly small number. It shouldn't be negative. Let's just reset these numbers. So latest playtime is this guy. Latest playtime equals this. When the user played, hold on, wait. Yeah, latest playtime's that. When the user played this. When user played equals this. And then percentage back played equals it's going to be latest play time minus when user played. This number, yeah, this number is bigger, over latest play time. And then if we print this guy out, small positive number, very close to 0. Basically what I'd expect. So that's right, but I don't know in conjunction with everything else. So hold on. So that's right. That we know that this percentage backplayed is correct. So now let's make sure it works in the context of everything else. Hold on, gotta get my cursor back to where it should be. We have these map results, and we do our mapping here, and we want to see this days back played. So we pass this percentage. Let's pretend if our percentage was correct, if it worked. How would it work with this number? If we do 1.6-ish times this guy, we get something incredibly close to 0. This is what I'd expect. Wait. Oh, maybe that is why. That is incredibly close to 0. It should be closer to... It should be much closer to 1.6. Oh, maybe my first calculation was right. Because early results should be close, and close to the left side value, which is greater, or I guess lesser if you count negative as lesser. And then the right side should be closer to 0. Oh, something's real fishy here. So let's do this out again. We know we're on the right track. So one more time. Days clear. And all right. I don't want it to be too big. Let's just make sure I'm not making this too big. A little smaller. Yeah, my monitor is 1900 by 1200, so it doesn't fit perfectly to a 1920 by 1080 monitor, so I gotta do a little bit of moving around, make sure it doesn't go too far off. Otherwise, you can't see it. Okay, days played for equals, let's go to this days played for method. Fun days played for. We get the first. Sorry, we get the last minus first divided by 86400, and then let's print it out. 1.6, good. And then after this, we do this, oh, latest playtime, let's also do that too. So this is expected so far, so we're doing good. And This is just the last result. Okay. Consistent. So now we're going to do this for the second result and see how it looks. So we have this number, the second smallest. We're going to calculate percentage days backplayed and days backplayed. So percentage backplayed, it takes the latest playtime and when the user played. So this guy and this guy. So percentage backplayed equals, and it's going to be latest playtime minus when the user played. Okay. Wrap. And then over the latest playtime. Should be a number quite close to 0, I think. Or 1.6? Okay, so this number is really close to 0. But it really shouldn't be. This number should be closer to 1.6. Okay. Yeah, so my math is wrong here. Which is why everything's close to 0. So my percentage backplayed is the wrong function. This should be returning very close to this. I thought I did this out. I thought that made sense. What am I doing wrong here? If I look back at what I did, max, so when I last played versus when played. So 20 minus 13, sorry, 26. Oh, I also have to, I also have to add in the smallest value too. So this has to be min max play time. This has to be the latest plus the earliest play time. That's what I completely forgot. I'm just doing the last value. Okay. Okay. Earliest. Let's also, I don't think I used latest playtime anywhere else. Yeah, so let's make a function for that. Fn min max play time. Okay, and you're gonna take this, and you're gonna return F64. Let min max playtime equals min max playtime ordered user results. I bet good money it's gonna work. It's going to work perfectly fine. Min max playtime. And then finally, this is just going to take the first and the last and add them up when they played. So this is where we have to do let first play time equals ordered user results. Oh, I gotta dereference. I feel like the auto, I know Go does this whole auto dereferencing thing. Normally I'm not really a fan of Go. That's something I think would be nice though. Here. some value and returning v dot when played sex none, and this is just going to return 0. We're going to do it again, but this is going to be last play time, and then finally last play time plus first play time, and now it's going to work perfectly, right? I think it's going to work perfectly because I don't make mistakes. I mean, maybe I do, but like not when I'm programming Rust. You can't make mistakes when you're programming Rust. That's built into the language. Let's I don't know. Let's hide this away. You don't have to be on top anymore. Goodbye. Oh, and we want to get rid of our panics and stuff. Expected I64, found F64. Okay, fine. Fine, you can be an I64. I64. It makes life easier for me. Oh yeah, and you gotta return. That's good, that's good. Okay. And panic. Away. Map results. Let's just go away. Here we go. I want this to be good though, so we're just gonna make sure we have our alternate screen back. Did I spell it wrong? Oh no, it's just we're one directory up. Yep, okay. And no DBGs. No DBGs. It's the moment of truth. It's totally gonna work. It can't not work. Like, why would it not work? There's no reason it wouldn't. Hey! Hey, I think that's right. Yeah, because we played a bunch all at once. Nice. Nice, I think that's right. Oh, look at that. I almost hit 100 at one point. Totally flex. I think that's right. Because I totally played once. Actually, let's just make sure it's right. We should see most of the values in the middle. Let's just confirm. But this is pretty much what I expected, more or less. Let's open a new tab. Okay, SQLite. Start from passage stats. Order by when played sex. Okay. So if this were to work as I expect it to, we should have most of our times in the middle, a few over to the left, that kind of go up, and one over to the right. So we should have a pretty middle distribution of results here. Let's see if that's actually the case or if I can be sad. So May 1, I feel like it's going to be sad boy hours. They're all in the start. Not a good look so far. Actually, no, I think I see why. Yeah, most are going to be in the start. Yeah, most of them are going to be in the start because this is going to be halfway. It's going to be right smack dab in the center. Ah, man. My math isn't right. What am I doing wrong here? Huh. So this should really be shoved to the left more. So I think our math is wrong. Well, I mean, I know our math is wrong. Let's look at how we should do this again. What this should really be, I'm going to bring up the whiteboard again. Which means closing this. I'll miss you, sunlight. All right. Okay. So it makes sense. The equation I did before kind of works for 13, but it doesn't. Does it work for 6? Like, let's say I just get 6. Does 6 work with this? So if I do 6 in place of this, so 26 minus 6 over 6 over 26 equals not, like that should be the full number here. That should be 14. That shouldn't be a percentage. The only reason enough of this shows is because I have such small numbers. They're always going to be percentages. We don't want that. So let's change this up a little bit. What this should be is that, so if we have 6, what we want is like, how far inside here is this? So what we're going to do is a percentage left or a percentage right, really. So if our total number of days played is 14, right? What we should instead do is normalize these values. So let's say where's my eraser? I want to normalize these values a little bit. We already have this down. There's no point in keeping it here. Oh, this poor whiteboard. It's just barely hanging in there. 20. So this is the days played. I don't expect anyone to be able to read that, but I'm saying it, so it counts. So let's say we normalize these. What I'm thinking right now is, no. If we subtract 6 from all of these, wait. Let's just try subtracting 6 from all these. 3, 7, 7, 9, 20. Let's say there's another 6 here too, because I need to make sure that works. Alright. Days played is 14. This should equal 14. 100% of the time. So how do we want to do this? What we instead want to do is use this as a what percentage do we subtract off from our 14. So do we actually need to subtract 6? 20 minus 6 is not 20. 14. So the last one is going to be 0, of course, because that's what makes sense. So this should equal 14. This should equal 0. And we won't need to special case this if our algorithm does this properly. So let me think for a second. We're subtracting off percentages. No, maybe we don't want to subtract 6. The idea what's going through my mind right now is how far away from this number is this number. This is 0 away, so it's going to be 14. This is 3 away. So it's going to be, it could also be the other way around. How far away from this number? This is automatically 0. Like this needs to output some kind of percent. Hold on. Yes, I am still going. So what over 6 is 100%, but over 20 is 0. It's a percent of these guys. Oh, I guess we kind of want an inverted percent. So let's say we do it over 20, right? Over the highest. So 20 over 20 equals 1. Percent is 100%, right? And we subtract 100 from what we get here. And we're going to subtract, so we subtract, here's how it works. I see it now. I think this should work great. We're going to subtract 6 from all these guys, all right? All of them. We get 0, 0, 3, 7, 7, 9, 14, all right? And then what we're going to do is this number over 14, so 14 over 14 equals 1, and then 1, you can even do times 100. It's just 1 minus that times 100. And that's like the inverse percent almost. And if we do that for each of these, so let me just write it out. IDX over days played 1 minus times 100 times 100. This is what I get for being a lefty. Let's try it with 7. So 7, 7 over 14, 1 minus, so that's dot 5, 50. 50%. Oh, and then finally we need to multiply that. We don't want that times 100. We want times days played. Okay. That gets dot 5 times dot played is 7. We do it with 6. Wait. Oh, no, it's still going to be wrong with the... No, it's 0. It's 0. 1 minus 0 over 14. 1 times 14 equals 14. Okay. Let's do that and be done with it for today. But we're looking pretty good. Just going to reopen the window. And check. One sec. Okay. Let's actually do this right now. I don't know what gibberish I was spouting before. Okay. This is our results mapper. So first thing we want to do is we're just going to map to a bunch of vectors of like I64. We don't want this anymore either. I'm gonna get rid of these. A lot of it still works pretty well, but a lot of it doesn't. Sec. Okay. So first we're going to get our days played for. So this would be our 14. Next we're going to make a vector of these subtracted numbers. What's the cleanest way to do this? Let maps play time equals ordered user results dot iter dot map results do we want to make full user results? Let's also get the first. Let first played time equals ordered user results dot first match sum v v dot when played sex none 0. Okay. And I think maybe if we just do it all at once, maybe that'll make the most sense. Because we have all the information we really need. So remove this. We do we can also just use the spread here. No, we can't use the spread because it's from type to type. So raw user result and do 1 minus raw user result divided by days played for. Raw user result dot when this should just be a function. All right, fun days played back. F64. This is going to take when played sex F64 days played for F64 and then first play time F64 and days played back, and this is going to be days played for first. Now let's just make these consistent. First played time, and then raw user result dot when played sex. Okay. Just make sure. Reference. Expected found I64. F64 found. Okay. You're good. I64 cannot be dereferenced. We'll just make you an I64. It's not their job to convert. I mean, you know, some might say, yeah, but like, found I64. All right. And let's just do that. What we just said we were going to do. So it's going to be 1 minus, and this is going to be when played sex over days played for minus first play time, right? And then multiply that all by days played for. but one of these has got to be F64. As F64. Right? And then finally, dot O time days played for. And that satisfies everything we want to do. We might want to decouple it a little bit because that's kind of hard to read. Let subtracted let normalized play time equals let and let, yeah, just finishing up with this thing. This should be pretty close. Let played percent days equals normalized playtime divided by days played for. Let inverted percent equals 1.0 minus played percent days, and then inverted times days played for. Done. All right. All right. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. I think this should be it. It's going to be something crazy. If you give me something crazy, I'm probably going to cry. Actually, I don't, this could be right though. That's the problem. There's a point here, there's a point here, but that's where most of my plays are. They're not connected though, which is a little weird. I'm gonna add a few games in. If it doesn't work, we'll debug this next time. Yeah, that goes up. I think it's just showing the first and last value. Disappointing. Man. That's disappointing. Yeah. I don't know why it's not working. 1 played seconds minus first played time. Normalize. Percentage. Normalized play time over days played for. So 14 over 14 in this case be 1. 1 minus that would be 0. 1 minus that would be 1. And then inverted percent times days played for, 14. I don't know, the math is right. I'm confused about why it's not showing up. But I think I've jabbered on for long enough. I'm probably gonna take another time to debug this, maybe later tonight or tomorrow. But we're closer. We're definitely closer. Our math is sane. I'm just not sure why our points aren't showing up. Something's messed up in the system. But we'll figure it out next time. Anyway, appreciate everyone for showing up. And I'll see you all next time. Later.